Nigeria is a country with a remarkable presence in almost all spheres of development. From 1950 to late 1995, the West African country made a tremendous impact in cotton farming, leading to the establishment of a vibrant textile and garment sector that held the country's employment base. However, by the late 1990s, cotton production collapsed as well as the textile and garment sectors. The decline resulted in the loss of thousands of jobs, while cotton farmers abandoned the cash crop for other crops. It was in this precarious situation that the National Cotton Association of Nigeria, NACOTAN, was birthed in 1997 to galvanize support for cotton farmers in Nigeria. To revive cotton farming and its value chain, in 2017, President Muhammadu Buhari launched the Anchor Borrowers Program (ABP) to drive the non-oil sector base of the Nigerian economy. With the assistance of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, and the Central Bank of Nigeria, cotton farming was included in the program in 2019 because of its enormous value chain. The implementation of the ABP in cotton farming has boosted the number of cotton farmers managed by NACOTAN from 67,000 farmers to more than 200,000 farmers, with an estimated 500,000 farmers waiting to be absorbed in cotton farming.
I recall before we actually participated in the Anchor Borrowers program, NACOTAN was roughly about 67,000 farmers that we had on our active list. But on participation, which is in 2019-2020 season, it was a total of 90,738 farmers. So that's increment, obviously, of the number of farmers participating. Production before our participation was less than 60,000 metric tons as the National Cotton Association of Nigeria. But of course, with the participation, we were able to reach 123,000 metric tons in that 2019-2020 season.
I think what is important is also to underscore the significant opportunities that are bound in that particular sectors in terms of raw materials, in terms of the operating environment, in terms of the incentives, and in terms of the decisive actions by government, by particularly ensuring that various intervention measures are targeted at improving the growth and the revival of the sectors, and government is committed. It's also part of the economic diversification agenda of the government, and it's also part of ensuring that the teeming youth population, the labor force, and all the available resources in Nigeria can be adequately tapped. And the potential is very huge. And apart from that, the state governments, particularly the cotton producing states, are also complementing the efforts of the government.
Similarly, a total of 23 gin companies have been revived from the previous 7 that operated below capacity.
The effort of Anchor Borrowers program has led to increase in seed cotton available for us to buy for our factory, particularly season 2020 and 2021. Anchor Borrowers program has contributed immensely towards the operation of our ginnery.
The federal government of Nigeria, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, brought us into the program. And it's a complete value chain intervention, and where the farmers under NACOTAN were encouraged to farm and the inputs were sent to gineries, and the gineries gined and sent to the textile mills. The mills produce yarn, and the yarn is given to textile manufacturers who are weaving and knitting.
The remarkable improvement in the 2019-2020 cotton farming season led to Cable Network News, CNN, to feature the extraordinary development in the sector in its business program. It will interest you to know that Nigeria's fashion industry is worth an estimated $4.7 billion, and with a high population that exceeds 200 million people, the country has abundant potential for labor and consumer products in the cotton, textile, and garment industries, which can be exploited by investors.
When you are mentioning particularly about investors or investment in the CTG, to me, yes, definitely there's a lot that can happen, because not only, for instance, with the wide value chain of cotton, you are creating jobs, but you are also creating wealth, because no part of cotton is wasted.
I think in terms of the population, in terms of the raw materials, in terms of operating environments and the incentives granted and various interventions by government, I think Nigeria is the right investment destination to invest, particularly also taking into consideration the need to revive the textile sector.
The future is bright for you in Nigeria, and you are welcome to Nigeria.